Today I'm going to show you how to secure your Coinbase account using two-factor authentication. First, just go to coinbase.com, log in, and click on your name on the top right corner. Then click on Settings. Then click on the Security tab. Then if you scroll down a bit, you will see two-step verification. And two-step verification just means that you not only have to enter your username and password to log in, but you will also have to currently enter a text message code in order to be able to sign in. A better option will be to use an authenticator like Authy or Tofu, and I'm going to show that to you right now. Just go to Other Options and select Authenticator. Now I will receive a text message. Then just enter in the code that you received. Make sure you don't share that code with anyone else. Then click Confirm. Now it's just telling you to download an Authenticator app. I recommend using Authy or Tofu. The Authy app actually lets you back up your two-factor authentication code to the cloud. So if you lose your phone, you won't lose access to your account and your codes. Tofu, on the other hand, will save everything on the device. But you do have the option to back it up to your computer. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the Authy app. Make sure you have downloaded the Authy app and registered with your phone number, and then just click on Add Account, scan QR code. After scanning, it will immediately recognize that it's a Coinbase account. Then you can just click Save. Then you will immediately start seeing 6 digits that refreshes every 30 seconds, and that's the number that you have to enter in to the Coinbase website. Then you can just click Enable and you're all set, and you'll see that I've received a notification from Coinbase. Now let's try signing in again. Enter your email, enter your password. I recommend that you save them in a password manager. Click Sign In. And here's where you have to put in the 6-digit number on your Authy app. Click Verify. And you're in. Before you go though, I do have a couple warnings and things you should know. A common question is, do I really need two-factor authentication? And the point of enabling two-factor authentication is that if anybody tries to SIM swap, which is when somebody tries to take over your phone number, two-factor authentication can protect you against that. But in our case, where you use an Authy app, because the Authy app requires you to register an account with your phone number, it actually defeats the purpose of two-factor authentication. And in order to prevent that, there are a couple settings on your Authy app that you can enable to make it so that even if somebody takes over your phone account, they won't be able to take over your Authy app. And now I'm going to show you those settings. If you go to the Devices tab on your Authy app, you will see an option that says Allow Multi-Device. And I recommend that you turn that off. And what it basically does is that even if somebody else takes over your phone number, they won't be able to register a new device using the same phone number. Now, the downside to that is once you disable it, if you lose your phone and if you don't have any other devices that have the Authy app registered, then you just lost access to all your code. So to prevent that, I would suggest that you register the Authy app on as many trusted devices as possible, maybe on your computer, maybe on a second phone. Then you can disable the multi-device optionality, so even if you lose one of the devices, you won't lose access to all the codes you have on the Authy app. Now let's talk about the reason why I recommended Authy, and the main reason is that they offer a Authenticator Backup option, which just means that they will encrypt your code and they will upload that to the Authy servers. Now that's not the best security model, but It's all about weighing pro and cons of either having it completely on your device and risking losing that device and losing access to all the accounts that you have enabled two-factor authentications on, or would you rather upload it to Authy, encrypt it, and have a backup of that? So it really depends on your security model and what you're comfortable with. But if you're not comfortable with that, and it's understandable because Authy is not open source, then there are other open source options out there. One app I would recommend is Tofu. It stores everything locally on your device, and there's not a cloud backup option, but you do have the option to back it up to your Mac by connecting your phone to the computer. Another thing that I think you should know about two-factor authentication is that the way it works, it actually doesn't prevent your account from being taken over in case when company servers are hacked. The QR code we just scanned and the code that refreshes itself every 30 seconds or so is also stored on company servers, and they try to match and see if you have entered the same digits. But if the servers are compromised, then whoever has access to that server would be able to access the code that is also on your device. So an actually even better way of securing your exchange account would be the third option that was listed in the Coinbase settings, which is using a security key like YubiKey, or I believe hardware wallets like Trezor. You can also use them as a security hardware key that you will have to have in person in order to access your accounts. I know this is not an easy topic, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment sections and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching.